them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. Oh, you be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. Oh, you be with them steppers.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Bro, we 6 seconds into the show. We ain't supposed to be cussing already.
That's only you,
hey, YouTube ain't gonna like this on the algorithms. What's poppin'? Hey, man, welcome back to another episode of the Certified Steppers Podcast. As you know, it's your two hosts, your favorite two hosts, my dog Smooth. Yo, and this is your boy KP. Man, what's good? Hey, welcome back, dog.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? They been missing the face. They been missing the kid.
My fiance told me I had to take a break.
Hey, quick little funny story, bro. This dude Jeremy sent a text message. We got a group text message with our homies back home. And man, that man say, hey, my fiance came back, but she left today and said it was April Fool's. Boy, when you sent that text, I cried laughing. I said, here this man go, bro. What's been up with you though, man, before we jump into this? You know, I gotta tap in with you. We ain't chopped it up in a minute. What's been good?
Just been chilling, man. Just been chilling. Oh, yeah. That's
all you ever do. What you got lined up? This is the spring now. It ain't no more cuffing season. That's gone.
Never started for me.
That's all right. This man here, he go. He gonna get Mr. Humble, dog. Mr. Humble. Hey, but listen, before we jump into the episode, I just want to pay homage real quick. It is Ramadan season. So I just want to quickly wish everybody well who's out there practicing Ramadan. I will be actively going through that myself. Wishing you nothing but joy, peace, harmony, all that good stuff. I pray that y'all come on the other side of that feeling way better than when y'all went in. And stay focused, stay locked in, but I see y'all in 30 days on that. So yeah, happy season for that for sure. But yeah, man, you already know we finna get right to it.
Yeah.
That Will Smith thing. Come on.
I think he look like you up there.
Who? Which one? Who looked like me up there? Because I wouldn't have done neither one of those.
Getting salty about a joke?
Will Smith?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, where you stand right now? So obviously Chris Rock said what he said, right? He had a little G.I. Jane joke. When I first saw it, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even for one, I didn't find the joke as funny. So in
I don't
that,
find Chris Rock funny at all myself.
Right, but so in that, that's why I didn't even take the situation as humiliating as Will took it. So I'm like, yo, that was light. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a little weak, and if you put the white girl G.I. Jane up to Jada, he had a point. So where you stand? Like where you stand with that? Whose side? Pick a side.
I'm on Chris Rock's side.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was totally wrong for that dumb ass shit.
You think Will was wrong for it, right?
Because like you going at Chris Rock because of a joke, but August had seen her clapping your wife's cheeks, nigga. You ain't did shit to that nigga. It was
actually. Didn't he give him permission?
Who?
Will Smith.
No, I don't think he knew about that shit.
Okay. So that's why he found out on the red table, right?
Yeah.
No, so I agree with you. So I agree with you that Will Smith was wrong. However, like it's a touchy situation for me. So cause I looked at that and when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, okay, Will. Like I'm like, check your queen.
Yeah.
But then it was like.
But the nigga bust out laughing.
That's what I'm saying. Is like you really break it down, and after the initial, I was only hyped because the reason why I was hyped because Will don't even cuss in his raps.
Yeah.
He ain't never in no beefs. I don't know Will Smith to pop off in any kind of way. So for me, the okay Will was like, all right, black man, I see you standing up for your woman. That's what we do, right? That's black. That's Oscar so black to me. That's you brought some culture to that mug.
Nah, man, I think he said black people back 10 years.
Agreed. But that's what my initial reaction was. That's why my initial reaction was that. But then when I thought about it, I was like, damn, it's a time and a place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I put myself in Chris Rock's shoes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, man, you got millions of people watching this, right? And then you get smacked. And as soon as you get smacked, like everybody mouth drop and you gotta hold your composure.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeremy, let me tell you something. On my mama, God know I'm not lying. I'd have lost every check I ever earned on that stage, right? I'd have lost every sponsor that ever came to me. Them ears Chris, that Will Smith guy, boy.
On my mama, on phone them, on all that shit them Chicago niggas be saying, man, I'd have beat that nigga ass.
I lost my mind. But that's why I had to commend Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, it take a different kind of dude to stand there and get smacked in the face in front of a place of your peers. You can't even play with me like that at Bar 5015.
Yes.
You ain't finna play with me like that on no Oscar stage.
Yeah.
You know?
He almost broke though, because you saw how like he clenched his fist.
You know, that's what I'm saying. You told me that. I didn't see him clench his fist. I know he got smacked and he was like, okay. Yeah. And then when he got back to his seat, he was like, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, like you opened the show. So, and then at that point, I'm like, and he was like, yo, I'm going to, right? And it was like, I could tell from that point, watch it back, I was like, oh, this is real. Yeah. But the fact that he was able, like, bro, he didn't break the, like, he kept character. He kept the show going. He was fluttered a little bit. That's what made me know it was real. But like the fact that he was able to like keep that going, I had to commend him.
Could you picture if that nigga would have been like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, nigga? Could you picture what happened if that nigga
I wish Will would have. Will ain't that hood though. That would have been my language. Yeah. That would have been but I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, as soon as you got back, cause Will smacked him and had one of the coolest walk-offs. Like, so like, even though I don't agree with the action, bro walked off like a superhero. When he walked off like he was Hancock. Like, back on that booze, he was lit. You know what I'm saying? He got back to his seat and he was like, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Bro, I would have went into 79 jokes.
What?
I would have killed him. I'm a comedian too. Yeah. Hey, Oscars, y'all can turn this teleprompter off. Yeah. I got it.
All that nigga had to say, oh, you want to slap me, but you ain't slap August. That's all that nigga had to say.
Will Smith would have rushed that stage. but it's a teach, man. It's such a teachable moment in that, bro. Because it's like there's a few things that I took away from that. Right, one is like people done got so soft around. Like, comedy, right? Because like and people get into their feelings so quick now about jokes. Because let's be clear, like there's you can name anybody in this studio right now, cameraman, producer, anybody sitting here. We got a circle of friends we'll be around where slick shit gonna fly like that, right? And you gonna hi. That's why I don't think it was about what Chris Rock said. I think it was the fact that like. Will's been dealing with this for years. Yeah. Like, man, Future came out and said whenever they was trying to say that, you know, Will need to be hanging with Future, he was like, yo, I'd rather hang with Jay. You know how humiliating that is? Like, for people to be like, yo, you soft, you weak. So I think what Chris Rock said was just a trigger. Yeah. Like, that slap was for Future. That slap was for August Alsina. That slap was for Chris Rock. That slap was for Jada. You know what I'm saying? He slapped his wife and everybody. In his head, he slapped the industry with that. So what I took from it is like rage is real, bro. Like that's one of them pillars of anger where it's like, you know how like when people start crying, they don't know why, or people get depressed and stuff like that, you don't know. I also think that, you know, an extreme anger is a part of that too, is a sickness and some shit you gotta grow out of too. Cause I know shit, I dealt with women who can't control their anger and lose their mind, right? And get to throwing shit and you gotta start ducking in
like
every
time. You got big faced.
What? Oh, I got what?
Big faced.
Oh, bro. You talking about my ex?
Yeah. When you...
Oh, see? But it was a woman did. I almost lost it then. At the club. You find your own way home in the snow. but like so that's one teachable moment. It's like that's why I don't agree with Will's situation. I have to be okay with it because just like Chris Rock has the right to say what he want to say, because he a comedian, you also can't respond. You can't tell somebody how to respond to your words. Yeah. But in that, I think that people have gotten way too soft and too comfortable around, you know, comedians and feeling like they can't say certain shit. And it goes back to this whole Me Too movement and everybody being in their feelings about simple jokes and shit. And I really I hope Chris Rock come out of this motherfucker and get a bag from it. Like he finna go on tour with Kevin Hart. And he got his own specials he gonna be doing. I guarantee you, it's about to be some Will and Jada jokes that come from there. Oh yeah. Because I know I was watching a video, bro, and they were I think it was Will Packer who was producing the Oscars this year. So he was in an office with Chris Rock immediately after that because LAPD showed up. And they was running him his rights and everything. Like, all right, based on what happened on stage, these are the rights you have. This is assault. We could pick him up right now if you want to. And Chris was like, "Nah, we good. We like, I don't want to press no charges." Yeah. For me, what they told me is if you humiliated me on that stage and I'm choosing not to press charges, he ain't doing that because he feel like he wrong.
Yeah.
He doing that because he like, I bet. Now, don't worry about the cops.
He a millionaire already, so I knew he wasn't gonna sue or no shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, but you still, that's a lawsuit.
Yeah, but he didn't look like he look even softer if he press charges.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no real situation that you can win when you black and you play them people. You know how we are. Like, dang, dude slapped you and you called the cops.
Yeah.
You ain't like, you know how we is, especially the internet. Boy, Chris Rock would have been coined the softest. They'd call that nigga Pookie for the rest of his life. He'd have been Pookie the rest of his life. So I get it, but I think what's finna come next is Chris Rock finna, and he finna be on tour with Kevin Hart. Right. And so behind scenes, I know he got a group of comedians that they just finna write buku jokes. And if it was me, man, boy, my whole 70 minutes, every time I touch a stage for the rest of 2022, you might as well coin that motherfucker Will and Jada. Yeah. I said I wasn't gonna cuss because of Ramadan, but don't worry, y'all. God forgive me. Working on it. But I'd have coined that whole situation Will and Jada. Yeah. For the rest of the year. I'm eating off of y'all now. But I mean, we ain't gonna beat the stick over because I know it's not dead, but there's so much legal stuff that gotta come out, so it remains to be seen. But I'm with you. Just, we ain't gonna beat no dead horse because, they've been talking about it for a week, but Will was dead wrong. And like to see the people come out in support of Will, the women that did, I understand that. However, some of these women, the same women that'll turn around and slap they dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I seen so many women talk about he stood up for his wife. His wife had a whole entanglement. Nigga fucking the shit out of his wife and you gonna shut man, I don't get like, man, I'd have divorced that heifer so fast.
But you know what that led me to though? What led me into like that Will and Jada situation led me into a deeper conversation. And I was watching something. They actually had another show that was on and it was just talking about privacy and like, relationships. Like if you think about Will and Jada's situation, like she set bro up for failure from day one. As soon as you opened up the gates to have an entanglement conversation and then follow that up and talk about y'all sex life and like how y'all got, or I don't know if they even coined it an open marriage, but how y'all move. Basically y'all tell how y'all move. Yeah. Like y'all open it up for society to scrutinize y'all, to have opinions and to talk about that shit. So that's why all together, like, I feel like we was wrong, but it goes back to more of a privacy situation. So I'm asking you, like, if you sitting on that level, if you well off as well as Will is, like, how important is it for you to keep your situation private? Like, are you publicizing shit like the way they, not even to the way they do? Are you like posting on Instagram? Are you flashing your cheek out?
If I was like a celebrity?
Yeah, you don't even gotta be a celebrity, but yeah, if you was on that level, are you putting your life out like that?
Nah, not if I was on that level. Yeah. But me, like on this level, I ain't tripping about that.
And that's because, so what I was getting at, because I was watching Stephen A. He was talking about, he was on the Pivot podcast, shout out to them. They had a conversation talking about, man, I don't never see you with no girl, like, I done been in your house. He ain't never been married, he in his 50s, right? Yeah. And, people had their speculations or whatever, but like the way he talked about it, he was like, yo, I got, I do me. I got what I got. He was like, but there's not one time a woman could ever like publicize what we have. And he was like, if she do, she's no longer in my life. And for me, when I heard him, I was like, yo, that's, if I was on that level, that's probably how I'm moving. I'm already been private since my last situation was the last one I publicized, and I'm like, yep, ain't doing that no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably moving like that, because why the hell do you feel like we as people, other than clickbait ratings, why would you feel like we need to be exposed to an entanglement situation? Like, what teachable moment did you learn from the entanglement situation from Jada and August and Will?
What teachable moment?
Yeah, what did you learn from that? Other than...
Not to put your shit out, your business out like that.
That's all I took from it. Because
me personally, I don't believe in entanglements.
But hey, episode 2, Certified Steppers podcast, and you gonna see straight line, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all that because we got some people who can't mess with us along the way. Y'all might have went back to our earlier. Y'all might not have went back to our earlier episodes, but the nigga lying. No. He got that boy. He August. No, you will. No, you was August. You was August.
I'm Will, nigga.
You was
definitely
August.
But, yeah.
Yeah, you was definitely August. But like to me, even now, bro, like I'm at a point where like my relationships ain't for nobody but me.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I owe society now is to let you know that I'm in a situation, and I'm only gonna do that when it comes to me. So I ain't finna be on live talking about I got a girlfriend now. I ain't finna be blasting all that out. But if a chick pull up on me,
you gotta post her at least once though.
Who?
She gonna make you post her at least once.
And so you think a woman can make me post her on my social site?
You might not do it, but she gonna push the button.
All right, so you think that pressure comes from women?
Oh yeah,
really?
Especially if you don't, unless you just do it freely.
Yeah, I mean, you got some. So when I did do it, I did it freely because I wanted to. Like my old lady didn't pressure me to like put nothing about our situation out there. That's why I know in this new situation, you either just gonna get with it and move on or be cool. Cause but the flip side of that is I'm not asking to be publicized on yours either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how dudes would be at date nights with their chick, with the chick they dating, and they had a little stuff like she posting everything but the nigga she with.
Yeah.
I'm so cool with that. You can hey, let me stay anonymous, baby. Like I done been on dates where chicks got the little plate going. I follow them. They got their little drink popping. They got their little selfies. I done actually been the nigga holding the camera, getting them right for their picture. As soon as you be like, hey, let's take a picture, we good. We ain't gotta do none of that. No, we ain't gotta do none of that. So I'm cool on that. If that was your girl,
would you be all right with that?
If she asked it, so that's what I'm saying. So if she's posting me, I don't care.
No, I'm just saying if she didn't post you.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm not tripping at all that you don't post. Now, you can't be not posting me, but then posting buku other niggas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they make you. But if you choose to post me, I want you to know that you doing this because that's what you choose to do, and my stance is my stance. Like I'm so big on my privacy now. Like it's crazy because like I give you a situation, right? I had a chick I had just recently met, and you know me. Every time I get involved with a woman, I always mention our show just because it's like you be having all these questions, and that's one of the quickest ways to kind of like get ideas about like my vibe and who I am. So I be like, you should check us out. Plus, I be wanting to get subscribers, right? Yeah. And chick was like, she like messing with me, and then she listened to a couple shows and just hit me on. She was like, hey, against my better judgment and how I physically feel about you, like I think I'm a hold off, bro. And
she called you bro.
Nah, she didn't call me bro, but I'm just in my head. I'm just speaking. She didn't call me. She was like, yeah, and I'll get to where we at now, but like she dead ass hit me was like, yo, I'm gonna hold off because it's like she was like, when I'm locked in, and you seem like you ain't looking for nothing. But the crazy thing with her was that she was judging me off of what I said, which was accurate. However, what she missed was the context and the time frame. So yeah, you don't know the context of that, and you don't know what time frame in life that I'm speaking about, and that's what I was telling her. But I'm also a person that if I'm just meeting you 2 weeks in, and you feel like what you seeing about my moves, or whether it's on camera or off it in person, is turning you off, I'm not one to go beg you to come back and F with me. That's why I don't like pick a side and stay there, love.
Yeah, that's why I don't like females I mess with to watch our podcast.
Why not?
Them motherfuckers judge us so quick over shit we say on here.
but you know the beauty that for me, you know, I know that you got your own opinion, but the beauty for me that comes of that is I get to weed out people who ain't strong enough to deal with me. Because at the end of the day, is this going away?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This ain't going nowhere, love. Like I'm not finna stop this train. This who I am, this how I talk, this how I move, this what I come with. And if you look at what I am and it tells you I need to be off him because he don't seem like a safe space, then be off me. But just know that revolving door gonna close quick. Yeah. Now, so to get back to the story I was just telling you, the double back happened just because it's like, you know, she realized like, okay, the dude is cool, he funny as shit, whatever, boom, boom, boom. So I was able to like reconcile that. But like when she first told me that, I meant that. I thought I sent back, I was like, yo, I respect that 100%. Take care of love, holler at me whenever you want to holler at me. And left it that dry. Yeah. And there was no follow-up email, text message the next day on some how you doing. I ain't called to be like, hey, well, I went dry for 2 weeks. I'm gone. Like you made it. And then that's when she came back and was like, hey, how you been? Boom, boom, boom. I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, you missed the energy. Yeah. And so for me, it's like, I'm big on showing you who the hell I am up front. and you making your decision from there. Like, and move on how you move on, and just know that you can't never ever come back from that.
Speaking about being dry, let's talk about. You asked me if I had a plug for the male birth control pill.
No, but hey, that wave right there, son, is so for me. I think of it two ways. I think about it from my body standpoint when I'm putting in it. So that's one side. But then it's like, you know, I ain't really no fan of no rubber.
Yeah, you gonna be out here skating and everything, huh? Oh yeah, you is.
Oh no, I'm not that nasty of a dude. However, I am going, but I don't know enough about the male birth control yet to make a call on if like what I would do.
What if
initial thought? Nah,
you might get like them female side effects. You might get thick.
Yeah, I already got them childbearing hips and shit, nigga. Boy, I fucking around and get thicker than this. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be a bad one. But like, so would you take the birth control?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this shit, me.
But you also got vaccinated too, though. So it's like, but that's where I put the male birth control. It's like, tell me what's in it.
Yeah.
Let me see. I won't be first.
Yeah.
Like the birth control drop tomorrow, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
I need, just like the iPhone. I ain't going to get the first iPhone because y'all need to get rid of all them bugs and them kinks and all that come with it. Once that cool off, and like especially if you hear me like, hey, boy, I just shot up in 10 chicks.
Oh, no.
And like, you ain't got no babies? Oh, bet. I'm going to go get it now.
I guarantee you that damn birth control shit, STD's about to shoot up.
Facts.
STD
Facts. That is something that I didn't even think about till you mentioned it just now, because that's gonna make people think like, say F rubbers for real. Like you count out 6 dudes. It's about 4 of them in that room gonna be like, rubbers.
Hell yeah, nigga.
And the nigga wearing the rubber who's being safe, because I'm not knocking it. We should be wrapping it up, because I know, that's why I don't sleep with everybody. So we should be wrapping it up.
Yeah.
But the dude who say he put on rubbers on every sexual encounter, we gonna be looking at bro like, nigga, what you, 18? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
But I mean, if it can come with, me not having to worry about, BS, deformities, or like my, I don't know, irregular, bowel movements, or like, messing with my erection and shit like that, I may consider it. But just off the first dump when I heard it, I'm like, nah, son.
I know that shit coming with some side effects.
I was like, I can't, because for me, when I think of, how you talk about feminine energy? That's exactly where my head went when I heard of male birth control. I'm like, nah, that's some feminine energy, son. I don't know. But that's also an ignorant way to think, because it's like, that's me also saying that dudes can't be protected the same way that women are in terms of birth. And the way women ain't trying to like follow up on these Plan Bs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that male birth control might be something. I give you a story, bro. Like, I had a situation with like me and a shorty. We got to it, and I know I had slipped up, but we had conversations before, like about not using rubber. And we was cool, and when you fall in something and and like that's what it was. And I'm like, yo, this is, and I wasn't pulling out. So the next day I'm like, damn, I'm tripping. I'm full of that drink. I had been smoking. I was like, damn. So I hit her. I text. I was like, man, hey, I low key slipped up. She was like, you playing? I was like, I'm dead serious. So I was like, hey, what? So I can come bring a Plan B by. What's up? She sent back in the text message, no. One word. She was like, nah.
Yeah.
She's like, I ain't taking that. I was like, you for real? She was like, I'm not putting that in my body. And I had to respect it, because I knew in the moment what I was doing, thinking that I just get a Plan B tomorrow.
Man, I haven't bought a Plan B in probably about 7 years.
What?
Oh yeah.
Cool. You just been dodging.
Big germ pull out game strong.
No, my pull out game strong.
Big germ pull out game strong.
Big ain't big. Nigga backing up a busting now. Stop playing with me. But I'm the same way. Like, you don't make it 36 with no cheering. Yeah. Like, I've had 2 slip ups in my life, and this this Plan B situation to be a third one. But man, that's it. Like I'm the same way, but you know what it is when you done ran into some box that just feel like, man, I'm on. And then if you realize you like 15, 20 minutes into it, and you like, man, I'm just not hitting my stride, and you about to spit.
You last that long?
You better include foreplay in that. I'm diving for 5 minutes first, head first, you know.
For me to last that long, I gotta stop by 5 times.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like you got, like for me, it's like it's an up down action. But my point is like, you know when you run into some stuff and you like, nah, I'm not exiting stage left on this one. Yeah. Like we finna just deal with these. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that was the first time I felt like I'm gonna go ahead and deal with these consequences. But the next morning, that buyer's remorse was, I was like, hey, love, let's get this Plan B. And that's when she was like, nah, nigga.
Then they hold like what, $60, right? Plan B?
$60. I could, well, I didn't spend no money because she told me no, but all in all, I could have.
I remember the last time I bought one, I was embarrassed to go buy it. It was like, we went to like a 24-hour CVS. I was like, man, you go and go get it. She's like, hell no, nigga, you go and get there. Like,
so let me tell you, I'll be honest with you. The last time I can remember getting one, like vividly, we was in Louisiana. I ain't gonna say what city, but leave that alone. But I was in Louisiana, and I remember this black lady looking at me like the devil.
Like, see, because when I went to go buy one, I tried to go through the drive-thru. They're like, nah, you can't buy it. Oh man,
I got that Plan B. She's like, you need a Plan B? I said, don't play me like that. I ain't telling nobody in my head. I'm like, man, look, I had the little hoodie on up for my head. I said, man, just give me my Plan B so I can get out of here, bro. Because I'm the type of person, I buy the Plan B, I pull up on, I need to see that thing swallowed. Like, I ain't cash apping, 50. Like, I don't trust women in that way.
See, and then you can't go buy it in the regular aisles, I don't think. Don't you gotta go to the pharmacy? Yeah, you gotta go to the pharmacy.
Because it's actually, in certain pharmacies, it's locked up. So even if you don't go see the pharmacy, you gotta go tell the people, hey, I need you to get this Plan B out for me. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? Or, what I'm gonna do next time, hey, you can slide this back. I wanna get something from behind the window.
I remember when I was younger, I used to be embarrassed. Like I used to be nervous to go buy condoms. Yeah. As I got older, I grabbed that big Magnum box. Bang! You know what I'm saying? So especially if it's a chick, you see that, don't you?
Ain't playing no games over here, Lord. Ain't playing no games over here.
Like I'm playing dominoes.
Hey, before we round up, I got one other question I wanted to ask you about. You saw the Kevin Gates and the Summer Walker situation, bro. Yeah. Honestly, from that video, give me what you think about that video.
It's just another move to put the black man down. That's all I thought. Just to make a big deal about, man, against men trying to be touchy feely, whatever. I don't know.
That's where I was at with it because, all right, did she look awkward? Yeah, but she always look awkward. Yeah. So I don't know if she was like. So that's why when the people jumped out the window, and I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll let you get back to your point real quick. But when the people jumped out the window, I was like, and Summer Walker always looked like this. Yeah. Like, to her fans, she tell you that she has social anxiety. She don't let her fans take no pictures of her. No, she canceled shows. She been on stage during the show and didn't finish the show because her anxiety kicked in and she couldn't deal with it. Yeah. And so to coin that as like Kevin Gates trying to like be on some aggressive, man macho shit and being too flirty, touchy feely. I didn't get none of that from the video.
The only thing that looked bad was when she moved back.
Yeah, like she moved. He went to put her arm around her. Yeah. She did the move like this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Like you don't want nobody touching you. Cool. I wasn't mad at Summer Walker's moves. What I was more annoyed at and alarmed was that the public opinion that came with it from Gates. It was like almost like, you know what I'm saying, like he trying to push himself on her. Because as soon as she tapped his hand and told him to move it, he put his hand back by himself. How many times you been in the club, son, and you pulled up on a chick and you didn't either, put your hand on her lower back, you know what I'm saying? You didn't, you know what I'm saying? She didn't give you a hug, you didn't touch the little curve somewhere. Yeah. It's all acceptable.
Every time.
And I ain't never had no issues with that.
See, another thing, shit like that, it's gonna make niggas stop trying to approach females.
Exactly. Yeah, and listen, if that's what y'all want, women, I don't want to hear shit talking about men is this and that when we no longer even want to deal with y'all. No more, you know what I'm saying? Because like at this point, when I'm looking at the Kevin Gates situation, I don't know what him and Drika's situation is like, right? I've heard speculations about them being together, them may be separated, them may be going, whatever. I don't even get into celebrities' lives like that. But this is a podcast, we got a show, right? So for me, it's like if his situation is rocky and he feel like, hell, nigga talk about all the time. He like, yeah, I can fuck you, but you gotta go ask Drika. Yeah. Right? So obviously they got conversations to where they live like that. So for me, it's like Kev was shooting a shot like any other dude that I grew up around was shooting. Hell, I done seen cameraman shoot buku shots. Yeah. What? Man, I know he touching. Yeah.
But see, when I approach females lately, I don't put the hand on the lower back no more. I might tap her arm. Yeah. Shit like that. So that's a good point. So are you purposely conscious of like how you approaching women now just because of you or the scrutiny that comes behind it? Like, yeah. Like even in your moments where you full of that all, you like it kind of registers? Nah. When I'm full of it all,
it's up. I'm like, cause I ain't gonna lie to you, sober. Cause like for me, I'm not an aggressive dude. Yeah. I don't grab women, and I'm not touching you inappropriately if I don't know you. So I ain't on no inner thighs. I ain't doing so, and I don't think he was on that shit. So for me, like if I wanna tap on your top shoulder or or compliment something, or like you give me a hug and I'm squeezing you a little extra tight because I want you to feel this energy or something, like to me that's fair game. Like it'd be up to the woman to be like, hey, that was a little too much. And I've never in my 36 years of life ever been told that I've been inappropriate in that way. And I honestly believe that they blew that Kevin Gates shit out of proportion. Yeah. Cause I'm like, this nigga, he tapped her arm, put his arm around her shoulder. She told him to move it, and his hands went back to the middle, and he was leaning in having conversation, and then she was trying to lean back. And then in the video after that, you saw her like, I guess she got up from her seat and went stand somewhere else. So it could have been a situation where she felt awkward, but again, she liked that with everybody. Yeah. Like she don't be bothered by no fucking body. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to get. What you about to say?
I was about to say, what you got for bro talk, nigga?
Oh shit, man. What you got for bro talk?
I got for bro talk, fellas, I need y'all to take heed to what Will Smith did. You just can't do that with any nigga. Like,
speak on it.
He did that with Chris Rock, but he didn't do that with August because he know August a Louisiana nigga. And a Louisiana nigga will beat your ass. So
speak on it.
I'm correct on what type of nigga you do that type of shit on.
Speak on it. Speak on it. Hey, and much to your bro talk point, right before I get into mine, I don't know if you know it, but Chris Rock talked about how like he used to be bullied and like punched in the face and all this. Like he'd been robbed. You know what I'm saying? He had them conversations about I think Charlamagne the guy that posted one of his videos just talking about being robbed and like how it's like the only way he gets over them situations is to put it in his comedy. Like later years now, he's learned to like go to therapy and talk about it, but his only release from that bullying that he dealt with was to put it in his comedy, right? And so like, yeah, he did it to the right one. You right about that, man.
Man, imagine if Bernie Mac was alive. Bernie Mac was
in his 60s, Bernie Mac was coming out the Will Smith. What? Like, wasn't happening. Hey, man, but listen, I ain't really got much for bro talk. I honestly just want to expound on Ramadan, man. I'm in a moment. I'm in a season of searching for peace, clarity, and a higher purpose. So I'm only wishing that for everybody else out there, man. And if you in this Ramadan season, even if you not, man, and you just on a journey trying to find your peace and you trying to find your purpose, man, stay 10 toes down, lock in, man. Inshallah, if God's willing, bro. So this is KP and the Certified Steppers. That is my homie Smooth. Welcome back, kid. Hey, we gonna see you on the other side. Yeah.